Hello students, I thought you very well understand the questions we have done related to linear equations in one variable and type 2 in which we have the variable on the both sides and the constants also on the both side. Few questions we have already done related to applications of second type. Now one more question I have selected related to age from the applications of the second type. The question is, a grandfather is 10 times older than his granddaughter. This is the question from exercise 2.4 in which the application questions are given. A grandfather is 10 times older than his granddaughter. He is also 54 years older than her. Now two conditions are given related to the ages. We have to find their present age. हमें उन दोनों की that is granddaughter की and grandfather की present age निकालनी है. Alright, now the grandfather is 10 times older than granddaughter. Alright, what we have to do? Their present age we have to find out. How we can find out the present age of the daughter and the present age of the grandfather? So first of all, we have to suppose a variable x either as the age of grandfather or as the age of granddaughter, that is present age. Alright, how we judge that? We have to suppose x for grandfather age or x for granddaughter age. How we can suppose? How we can judge that to whom we have to suppose as x? Now, as you know, in the first condition, it is given that grandfather is 10 times older than granddaughter. Alright, so if we suppose the granddaughter age, then we can easily find out the grandfather age. Yes or no? Alright, we can find out na. Okay. Now, if we know the granddaughter age, we can find out the grandfather age. Alright. Now, so we have to suppose that let the age of granddaughter, you can write the present age also. Either age or present age of granddaughter is x. Alright, this we have to suppose. This is very important part. You must judge that you have to suppose x for grandfather age or granddaughter age. As in first condition, grandfather age is 10 times than granddaughter age. Alright, so granddaughter, if we know the age of granddaughter, we can find out the age of grandfather. Easily we can find out, na? Alright, so we have to suppose age of granddaughter. That's why let the present age or the age of granddaughter is equal to x. This we have to suppose as x. Now first condition is a grandfather is 10 times older. ग्रैंडफादर की एज कितनी है? 10 टाइम्स. किसकी एज की? ग्रैंडडॉटर की एज की. And in first line we have supposed that let the age of granddaughter is equal to x. Alright. Then the age of grandfather is, what is the age? 10 times. 10 times means 10x. 10 times the age of granddaughter. If granddaughter age is x, then the age of grandfather is 10x. Alright. Now, it is also given that next condition, according to next condition, he means grandfather is also 54 years older than her. Then her means granddaughter. That is, grandfather is 54 years older than granddaughter. Now these two conditions, first condition and second condition, both conditions are given related to the grandfather age. Alright, but with the relation of granddaughter age. If granddaughter age is x, then first condition told that grandfather age is 10 times the granddaughter age, that we have written. But in second line, the second condition told that the grandfather age is 54 years older than granddaughter age. So if the granddaughter age is X, so according to second condition, it is also given that grandfather is 54 years older than granddaughter. Alright, so we have to use now this condition. So if granddaughter age is X, then grandfather is 54 plus X, because grandfather is 54 years older. 54 years वो बड़े हैं किससे? granddaughter से. This is the age of grandfather according to second condition. This is the age of grandfather according to first condition. Both conditions are given for the age of grandfather related to granddaughter. One is given in the form of multiplication and other is given in the form of addition. Alright, because both sides show the age of grandfather. Alright, so our equation which we have framed is 54 plus x is equal to 10x. Both are the ages of the grandfather, because one person is there, na, so age is also equal for that person. One in the form of multiplication and one in the form of addition. Now solve this equation. This is the equation in which variable on the both side and constant also on the both sides. Alright, now to solve this equation, what we have to do? Transpose x towards right hand side. Transpose this x towards right hand side. In the left hand side it is with positive sign, in the right hand side it is with negative sign. So in right hand side we get 10x minus x, which is equal to 9x. Now it is not important. You must understand that we have to always transfer x towards left hand side. We can transfer x towards right hand side. Depend upon the equation. If we transfer the x towards left hand side, its sign is negative. So we have to transfer the x according to that its value must be, try to be positive. Try to be, maybe negative, but try to be positive. Alright, that's why we transfer x towards right hand side. So because 10x is greater, so x can be subtracted from 10x, we get 9x. So next, when we divide both sides by 9, what happen here? We have to divide, we can write also here that divide both sides by 9, we get x is equal to 6. What is x here? X is the age or the present age of granddaughter. That is, present age of granddaughter is 6. You have to write here the present age of grandfather also, because it is given that find the present ages. So you have to write both. I have written x value. You have to write this in the form of the age. Age of granddaughter is equal to 6 years. And age of grandfather is equal to how much? You can put in any these two values. In any these two values. That is, if you put x is equal to 6 in this equation, what we get? 10 into x, that is 60. So the age of grandfather is 60 years. Or if we add 54 plus 6, again we get 60 years. So age of granddaughter is 6 years and age of grandfather is 60 years. You have to write after the finding the value of the x. Alright. So this is the method that you can use the conditions and you can frame the equations by yourself. Then you have to solve according to the process. Alright. I thought you understand the questions related to the ages. Next. Now come towards the next type of the linear equation. This is basically the type of equation in which the constants on the both side and the variable on the both side, but equation is linear. Alright, so equation is linear. Next is reducing equation to simpler form. What is the meaning of reducing? We have to change We are not going to change the question. We just change the form of the question so that reduce equation to simpler form. Simpler form means there is no denominator, nothing else. We have just an equation like this. The equation, we have to change the given equation in the equation of type 2. Alright. Now let us understand what kind of questions in this type. First question is 6x plus 1 divided by 3 plus 1 is equal to x minus 3 divided by 6. Previously we have not done such kind of equations. We have not solved such kind of equation. We have only solved such kind of equation in which there is no denominator present. Na? Alright. But in this case, in the both side there are denominators. There are two terms, 6x plus 1. Both are divided by 3. Then 1 is added. 1 is a whole number now. Alright, is equal to x minus 3 divided by 6. There is also a denominator. And one more thing, both the denominators are different. Alright, so what is the process to solve such kind of questions? I have solved for you two questions. Let us understand second question also. Question is x divided by 2 minus 1 by 5 is equal to x by 3 plus 1 by 4. Alright, in this question 6x plus 1 together given and divided by 3. Similarly in right hand side x minus 3 complete term is given divided by 6, or we can say the expression is given and expression is divided by 6. Alright, but in second question what happened? X is divided by 2 and the constant 1 is divided by 5. Alright, this is a rational numbers. So x is divided by 3 in the right hand side plus 1 is divided by 4. The all denominators are different. See, the denominator 2, 5, 3 and 4 are used. 2 in the left hand side and 2 in the right hand side. Now understand the method. How we can solve such kind of question. Let us start with first example. The example is 6x plus 1 divided by 3 plus 1. First of all, make all the numbers in the form of the rational form, or we can say fractional form. That is, numerator and denominator both are present in all the terms. So I have to write. Now only this is the whole number. This is in the form of the rational numbers or fractional number. This is also in the form of the fractional number, that is a numerator and a denominator. But this is a whole number. We can change this in the fraction form. How we can change? We can write 1 in the denominator, because when we write 1 in the denominator of any number, its value does not change. Alright, we can write in place of 1, we can write 1 divided by 1. Alright, this is the first step. Now second step, compile the left hand side and compile the right hand side also. Compile means there is only one denominator for the left hand side and one denominator for the right hand side. Now here the two terms are added with different denominator. One is 3 and second is 1. Alright, two denominator, we have to take their LCM and add these two terms. The LCM of 3 and 1 is 3. You know na, how we can find out the LCM. Okay, 3 multiply 1, that is 3, that is the LCM. When we take the LCM and to find out the addition, what is the process? In the first term, 3 in the denominator, when 3 divide 3, we get 1. So 1 is multiplied with the 6x plus 1 complete term. So result is 6x plus 1. Next, here the denominator is 1. 1 divide 3. Answer is 3. So when 3 is multiplied with the numerator, result is 3. Alright, this is the process to addition na? The fractional numbers. How we can add the numbers? How we can add such kind of numbers? We have to take LCM, then we have to change the numerator according to LCM. Next, let us see the left hand side only. Okay. Next process, 6x plus 1 is added to 3 because both are the constant. So total is 4. So 6x plus 4 is the numerator for the left hand side now, and 3 is in the denominator. So we have seen now that all the denominators are compiled for the left hand side. Now there is only one numerator and one denominator, that is 6x plus 4 divided by 3. Next, the right hand side. It is already solved, that is there is only one numerator and one denominator. So there is no need to further solve. So the left hand side is 6x plus 4 divided by 3. The right hand side is x minus 3 divided by 6. Now next step you have to follow. Multiply both sides by 6. Next step is used to remove the denominator from both the sides. Alright, we have to remove these denominators from both the sides so that we can change this equation into simpler form. This is actually the simpler form when there is no denominator. Alright, like this kind of equation. So we don't want any denominator. So how we can remove the denominator? Only this is the process we have to use. Multiply both sides by 6 because 6 is the LCM of 3 and 6. 6 is the LCM of 3 and 6. That's why we have to multiply both sides by 6. When we multiply left hand side with 6, what we get? Now, if 6 is a whole number, when 6 is multiplied with the fractional number, it is only multiplied with the numerator. Alright, so we have to write 6 multiplied 6x plus 4 in the bracket divided by 3. 3 is already present in the denominator. Now, 3 cancel out 6 at 2. So, in left hand side, the numerator is only left with 2 multiplied 6x plus 4. There is no denominator in left hand side when we multiplied with 6. Next, when right hand side also multiplied with 6, 6 cancel out with the 6, that is numerator is cancel out with the denominator. We have only one term left, that is x minus 3. So 2 is multiplied with both the terms by using distribution property. So 2 is multiplied with 6, we get 12x, and 2 is multiplied with 4, we get 8. Now this is the actually simpler form of the equation. This is the method to reduce equation to the simpler form. Now we can solve this equation as we have solved in this question also. One side is given to the variable and second side is given to the constants. So transpose x towards left hand side and 8 towards right hand side. When we transpose x towards left hand side, we get 12x minus x because sign is changed. Now here x is positive. When we transfer this to left hand side, we get minus x. Similarly for 8 is positive in left hand side. When we transpose this to right hand side, we get minus 8. So the solution of left hand side is 12x minus x, that is 11x. And the right hand side is minus 8 minus 3, we get minus 11. Now for finding the value of the x, divide both sides by 11. What we get then? X is equal to minus 1. This is the value which we get after solving such kind of equations in which the fractional numbers are given. Now what is the process used? First of all, for left hand side there is only one denominator. You have to take LCM and add the terms. Next, for left hand side and right hand side you have to select the LCM of these numbers. Then multiply both sides with the same LCM to remove the denominator. So we get a simpler form of the equation and we can solve the equation that is of second type by same process, that is by transpose or by the division process. Now come towards next example. The next example is x by 2 minus 1 by 5 is equal to x by 3 plus 1 by 4, in which the left hand side both the denominators are different. In the right hand side also both denominators are different. So our first step, we have to take LCM of these two denominators and make them 1, so that there is only one term, one numerator and one denominator. Now the LCM of 5 and 2 is 10. So after taking LCM, that is 2 is multiplied with 5, we get 10. Now next, 2 divide 10 at 5 and that 5 is multiplied with the numerator. So we get 5x minus. Similarly, 5 divide 10 at 2 and that 2 is multiplied with the numerator. So we get the left hand side is 5x minus 2 divided by 10 after taking LCM and after subtracting. And similarly for the right hand side. What is the LCM of 3 and 4? The LCM is 12. Similarly, when we solve, the numerator is 4x plus 3. So after taking LCM separately in the left hand side and the right hand side, the terms are 5x minus 2 divided by 10 and 4x plus 3 divided by 12. Now, what is the next step? As we have done in this question, the LCM of these two denominators, that is for the left hand side and denominator of the right hand side. Now the LCM of 10 and 12, that you can find out, and their LCM is 60. Alright, now the LCM of 10 and 12 is 60. So multiply both sides by 60. You have to multiply the LCM of the denominators in the both sides. What we get? 60 is multiplied with the numerator of left hand side and 60 is also multiplied with the numerator of right hand side. When 10 is cancelled out with 60, we get 6. Alright, and 12 cancel out 60 at 5. So both the denominators are cancelled out, are removed. Now we are left with only a simpler form of the equation in which variables on the both sides and constants also present in the both sides. Now 6 is multiplied with both the terms by using distribution property. Similarly for right hand side, 5 is multiplied with 4x plus 3. Now what we get? 6 is multiplied with 5x minus 2 separately. That is, we get 30x minus 12. Similarly, when 5 is multiplied with 4x plus 3, we get 20x plus 15. Now, to solve this equation, one side is given to the variable and second side is given to the constant. For that, transpose 20x to left hand side and 12 to the right hand side by changing their signs. That is 30x minus 20x and is equal to 15 plus 12. So what we get? 30 minus 20, that is 10x is equal to 27. So the value of x is equal to 27 by 10. The value of x can be in the form of the fractional number or in the form of the integers or in the form of the whole numbers. So this we get by dividing both sides by 10. Alright, I thought you very well understand how we can solve such kind of equations in which the denominators are given in the both sides. First of all, compile the denominator of left hand side only and right hand side only. Then compile the denominators of both sides by taking LCM. And then we get the simpler form of the equation, and that is using the transpose or by the dividing process. Alright, you have to try more and more questions of exercise 2.5 related to the reducing equations to the simpler form.